Hello class, my group and I decided that we're going to do our presentation on State Farm, the insurance company. We decided on State Farm because their commercials and advertisements are pretty prominent in America. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of State Farm commercials on TV or heard about it in general, and we're just gonna analyze a couple of their commercials and tell you guys how we think they appeal in emotion and the credibility and logic that is used behind their commercials and advertisements. We're also going to be talking about the style behind these commercials and the way that they attract customers and promote their company.
We think this advertising campaign was a success since it achieved its goal of being catchy and memorable. And in 2021, the company was ranked #1 in customer satisfaction for auto insurance shopping experience among large issuers.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so.
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Thank you to Gohaj, great entry by the way. So we decided to start our rhetorical analysis of this commercial from Pathos, as it is the most used device in this commercial. According to Jeff Ball's article, Advertising's 15 Basic Appeals, which actually attracts our attention, is an emotional appeal, which should be both primary and primitive in order to find its way in our mind and stay there for a long time. And this is exactly what State Farm company is doing by the help of its commercials. By using family and circumstance, this commercial makes the audience relate to the advertisement's message. Buying insurance usually is a very serious topic, and they put a humor in this commercial in order to lighten the mood and make people feel less stressed about it. And what we need in an insurance provider is a sense of comfort and stability and availability as well, which is the most important. This advertisement conveys the sentiment of support and the sympathetic availability, as when you think that you can speak with your agent at 3 a.m. is a great example of this. And in general, State Farm is using a very interesting blend of ethos, pathos, and logos which allows it to retain a heavy status as a major authority in the field. Thank you. Now we'll continue with ethos. Keep watching.
So after watching this commercial, I'm sure we can all tell that this insurance company is very credible and trustworthy due to the fact that they pick up your phone calls at 3 a.m. and are there for you whenever you need them. And this is very important because it shows the audience that when you're in an emergency, you know that you can rely on State Farm and they would be there for you no matter the time. So I think that that does a great job of proving that this insurance company is credible, and the advertisement also does a great job of proving that as well. Moving on, I would also like to talk about their slogan, which I'm sure all of you guys have heard, but if you haven't, it goes, "Like good neighbors, State Farm is there." And this definitely does give the company a lot of credibility because I'm sure we've all had neighbors that we could count on and go to if we need anything, and this is State Farm's way of saying that they can be that good neighbor for you. And I think that's a great slogan for a company to use to make the audience trust them and have them rely on the company for anything and for cases of emergencies and so on. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to the logos portion of this presentation.
Okay, let's start with the fact that the logos component in this campaign is not the strongest one. They don't talk about statistics, they don't talk about their affordable rates or anything like that. They have more of a humorous and catchy kind of focus in their advertising campaign, which we think really works well. On the other side, when we think about it, it does have implicit logos. They do provide us with information regarding their availability 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the way they do it really sticks in your mind. And later, if you ever need to contact an insurance company, you remember that, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Even if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you just call to ask, for example, how much could you save by switching? Now we're going to watch another quick commercial from State Farm's campaign, which brings more light to the style they prefer to use in their commercials.
Hey, Ratchets, look! I'm you!
Jake from State Farm. You couldn't find a stand-in who looked anything like me?
Have you seen mine? It's like looking in a mirror, right?
Now that one makes sense.
Look, guys, I don't even have a stand-in.
Of course you do.
Hold on, is that Drake?
That's right. Drake from State Farm.
Like a good neighbor. Like a good neighbor. Stand-ins don't have lines.
Oh, okay.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Thank you, Sona. Now I want to talk about the style that this advertisement and this company uses in their advertisements, which I think is really important. In this specific advertisement that we just showed, Drake was a part of it, and he's a really big celebrity, and I'm sure people watching that commercial definitely thought of making the switch for insurance companies over onto State Farm because, you know, I think people follow trends, and when they see a celebrity that they like doing something and being a part of something, they start to engage with that more. So I think that this was a great source of credibility for State Farm, including Drake, and getting him to be a part of their commercial. And I just think that it did a great job on making their audience give their full attention to the commercial and consider just making the switch over to State Farm. So now Yelena is going to talk about the counter arguments of this advertisement and this company as a whole. So
when we were watching this advertising campaign, we noticed that a potential counter-argument our opponents might come up with could be the fact that it doesn't really have strong logos. But there is a reason why companies don't make their commercials about facts and studies only. One study done a few years ago at Harvard University Graduate School of Business Administration ventured that the average American is exposed to some 500 ads daily from the internet, television, newspapers, radio, and so on. Therefore, to be able to catch potential customers' attention, the companies need something more than the plain facts. We think this advertising campaign was a success since it achieved its goal of being catchy and memorable, and in 2021 the company was ranked #1 in customer satisfaction for auto insurance shopping experience among large issuers. Alright, and for the last part of our presentation, Yelena is going to show you the discussion questions we came up with.
Okay, thank you, Sona. So this brings us to the end. I'd like to thank you all for your time and attention, and we came up with 2 discussion questions that are: do you think that the lack of logos in this commercial is something that will keep you away from trying the product? And also, after watching our presentation and the commercial itself, would you consider of switching your insurance companies? Feel free to answer the question in discussion section, and also this is a perfect place to share your thoughts in general about the presentation and ask questions to us if you have any. Thank you again, bye!